Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
I'd be
then
furious
act
too.
Furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb,
have
you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
And then the cook killer.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh, that's not... Don't say things like that. Why is this music playing again? I do not want this. I did not think this game was gonna be so creepy. Oh, and dark. It's a pink. It's a blue and pink skating thing.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
I don't like this.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Molly's room.
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
That's right, Walter's still here.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years.
It was sealed. How is he opening it? Down the stairs.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
He's gone. Of course he's gone.
The hookman had vanished.
Of course he
She
did.
listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Why are you playing this music?
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
What? There's...
Oh dear.
What is going on?
Surprise!
You were wonderful. The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. And she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little
How about Walter?
hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her.
What?
Her ear.
What?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
What? I don't know why. What? Okay. This game is
Edie
messed
told me all
up.
Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
This game is so messed up. I don't know. I don't know. This is not what I signed up for. Oh my goodness. I can't go out this way. I have to go out the other way, and now we know about the key. That music, I'm telling you, that music, Halloween music, better not be playing. You hear me, game?
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Mm-hmm. She didn't want me to go down those stairs in the basement. We don't know. Edie's probably going to be last, is my guess. I'm wondering, are we going to ever
funny.
actually...
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Yeah. Because you stop, like, as soon as it's... There we go. We had a peek of the basement from the comics. It's kind of interesting how accurate the comics was to their actual house. Oh my goodness. Sven. They have a pool table, that's cool though. The guy who built
Mom
this
said the
house.
basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Dwarves. Hey look, it's the dwarves. Did they get licensing to be able to like show the likeness of the dwarves down here?
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Even the fridge, where the fridge is.
I thought maybe
didn't
she was
want-
hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
I was like, there's noises coming from. I would have turned around and left
I
a
remember
long
asking
time
Mom
ago.
once about where Walter had gone. She said after
a
Barbara
light.
died, he got as far away as he could.
Whoa.
If there's a pattern
Is
in all
this-
these stories,
It's like a zombie. They're ready for a zombie apocalypse down here.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Yeah. A lot of you guys have died at a very early age. Walter. 1952 to 2005.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 years.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after
Stay
a few
down.
days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
You didn't want to leave.
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
He loved his peaches. I mean, I can't blame him. I love peaches
and then
too,
one
but
day,
not every single day.
Everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
So, this is Walter, the guy who...
It's been a week now.
Babysat.
The longest in 30 years.
The one who was babysat
I'm
by
done
Barbara.
waiting.
And he was, I guess he locked himself down in the basement and refused to leave because he was
I
so
have to
like...
leave. Well, I still can.
Because he was so paralyzed in fear by what happened to Barbara. So yeah, he just stayed down here because he was so scarred by that. Jiggly Farms, Concord grape jelly, tomato sauce.
I know it's out there somewhere.
He's still afraid of that monster, whatever killed
Whatever
Barbara.
killed Barbara
Yeah.
and Molly
And Molly.
and Calvin.
And Calvin. Is this where he just dumped all of his food?
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it
Yeah.
kills me.
Yeah, after 30 years. You can't
Whatever's out
paralyze
there,
yourself.
I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Yeah. I mean,
I
peaches
don't
are
mind
great,
if
don't
I
get me
only have a
wrong.
year left.
A year left? How do you know you only have a year
month.
left?
Or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my
Okay. Well, Walter. Poor Walter didn't even get
Walter
a
died
day.
when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
So he was down here the whole time because it's interesting how all of these stories like fit together. So like, my goodness. Barbara died in 1960. Molly died in 1947. Calvin in 1961. Calvin died a year after Barbara died. And Molly was one of the first to die. The thing that killed Barbara and Molly and Sam. We haven't found out what happened to Sam. This family tree, man.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
That radio is gonna get on my nerves. Can't turn it off. He had a little painting down here as if it was an actual window. Are we gonna go into the tunnel? This family's cursed, apparently.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
Yeah. that was there
I
for
can
30
only imagine
years.
what else she was hiding.
30 years.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Yeah, please don't.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Yes.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two,
What? Yeah, because Milton.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
Maybe
And
stay
found
on
out
the
what happened
side.
to everyone else.
Stay on this left. Stay on the side there, Edith. Don't.
But now
don't-
I'm worried
yeah.
the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we
Yeah.
believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
That's really interesting. Trains. You believed in a family curse so much that we made it real. How profound, Edith. So what remains?
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Sven
Maybe
died
it'd be better if all
making-
this just died with me.
Well, don't say that, Edith. We're not even like.
But I thought you should know
finished.
about your family.
That's creepy. We still haven't gotten Sam, Gus, Dawn, Gregory.
And the history you're a part of.
So is she writing this to her child? Or for her future child?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost right now too.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
A family curse. I'm around the age where I'm supposed to die based on the rest of my family. I mean, Edie actually lived quite a long life compared to everybody else, it seemed.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Yeah. Where's the swing?
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
That's so sad.
What kind of
though.
family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Are we going to the cemetery? Oh.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Look at all the birds.
3 of the gerbils were
Chirpy.
mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, Derpy Jr., Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Zoe, Bailey, Shadow, Oliver, Bob, Christopher, Shotzi. They all had their...
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch, born December 11th, 1937, died December 13th, 1947. Calvin Finch, 1950 to 1961. Sven Finch, 1915 to 1964. Edie made it to 2010. Walter Finch, born August 26th, died in 2005. Barbara died in 1960. Those are the people who've died. But how about Gus, Gregory, Dawn? Lewis.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
There's Odin.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Was I supposed to find something through the telescope? Maybe not.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Milton Finch, born May 19, 1992. Sanjay Kumar, born September 6, 1966, died February 22nd, 2002. Sanjay was my dad, right? Lewis Finch, born December 27th, 1988, died November 21st, 2012? 2010. Milton was a
We never
artist.
found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Yeah. I hope we find out what happened to Milton by the end of this.
There's so many
'Cause
things
that
I
is-
wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
Where do I go next?
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
What? What? I'm 22 weeks pregnant? Come on, game. What the heck? What the heck? Come on. It's just game just like dropping things.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Sam. Grandpa Sam. Oh. Calvin's twin brother. Yeah. Sam joined the army. I remember seeing that
Instead of
in your
hiding from
room.
death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Right. Serving in the military. K. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, Sam. Grandpa Sam. That's Grandpa Sam?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
So I'm
over
taking
here,
photos
Dad.
of this instead. Yeah, well, the camera's not letting me go over
Just
there.
need to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can hit the road. Not quite.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's this. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
This is interesting. Like, this is pretty cool. Like having the every single shot I take turns into an actual picture.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
I'm just taking random photos of random things. Am I trying to take a picture of Dawn next? Not really sure what you need me to take a photo of next. That was a horrible shot. Not sure what I need to take a picture of to continue on.
Nothing quite like being outside.
Are you doing this while you're taking photos, sir? That's talent.
Oop. Little more gas in the tank, I guess.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done?
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn,
A lot.
I'm being serious.
A lot of
I
people
know,
in my
Dad.
family.
You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
I don't know. Like,
I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.